Hello everyone, it's Yasmin and in today's video we'll be looking at functions. So functions are designed to perform specific tasks. Think of it as creating it's use functions use abstraction. So when we create the function, we just call it in the main function and then it runs. The user doesn't see how what actually goes into the function, how it works. They only know that it works this way. So we have the void function which doesn't take any return type. Let me actually leave a space here. So we can say, let's name the function details. So the void function in details, now a bracket. Now I want, when this function is called, I want it to say, sorry, I want it to say, hello there, full stop. And right? Yes. So when this function is called, I want it to say hello there. So to call the function, I come into the main function here and I say details, bring the parentheses, and then terminate. I'm getting an error here. Okay, I see the problem here. I used end of end. So now we run. Now it says hello there. I've called my function. Okay, so now what if I want the function to maybe say a name? So I'll say string name, string name, and then I'll add so hello there, and then it should display the name. So in my bracket here, I'll put Yasmin. Sorry, Yasmin in quotes, in double quotes. So hello there, Yasmin. So the string, the name string here. Yeah. So the data type string for name is an argument. So I'm passing an argument into my function. This is the function body. So function function. Okay. Now, okay, I can pass more than one argument. Let's create another one for age, and let's create another one for, let's say, program. So so your name is out. You are age years old and let me make this one longer. You are 8 years old and eligible to study eligible. Program. Now end it here. Okay. So I'll put Yasmin 34. Yasmin. Yasmin in its own 34. And let's put a dangerous job there. Um, Cave diving. Okay. Now when we run the code, no, we are getting an error here. No, I didn't. I don't know how. Now let's build. No errors. Run. Your name is Yasmin. You are 34 years old and eligible to study cave diving. Yeah. So this, so that's how a function can be called. Now, right now I've created this is a global scope because it's above the main function. I could remove this and put it below the main function, but it won't run. We'll be getting an error. This is because we've we've created a function below the main function, but the C++ compiler, it runs line by line. So we have to come above the main function and indicate a function here. Now when we build, it's still getting errors. Oh, I didn't indicate string name and age and string program. Now it should run. Yes. So now when we run it, it runs like we want it to. So when you create your function below the main function, you have to remember to declare it above before calling for it. Because if you don't declare above, the program won't know that the function exists. Okay, so that was the void type function. Now let's look at the function with the return type. So let me comment this. Let me comment these. Okay, so a function with a return type has a data type. So let me say int add, and then my arguments will be num1, which is an integer, and num2, another integer, num2. And within my function, I'll return num1 plus num2. Okay, so to call for the function, you say int, let's say result is equal to add, and let's choose two numbers, let's say 300 and 100. See out the result and results. Mm, input. Now let's build. No errors and run. So the result is 400, 300 plus 100. And we can call a function multiple times. So we can copy this. And then we can change the values. We can make this 90 and 100. And we can make this, let's say, 54. Actually, let's say, yeah, so 54 and also 54. Then we call for it. Oh, I made it. I gave them the same name. So let's say addition, and we call this sum. They all mean the same thing. Change this to addition. Change this to sum. So we have our values there: 400, 190, 108. Okay. Now we also have function overloading. So a function overloading is happens when a function can have the same name but different parameters. So I could have another int add, but then I have maybe instead of, so I'll just say a, instead of two arguments to pass, I'd have three. C, and then return a plus b plus c. And let me comment this section and then bring this down. So I could say int sum is equal to add, and then instead of the initial three numbers, we can say, so we put in 10 numbers. So now the program knows which function we are dealing with. And then see out the sum is sum. Now let's build. No errors and run. So we have the first one, which is 400. We have the second one, which we are getting 34. So with function overloading, we can also work with different data types. So I could say double add and double, say, let's say p, and then double q, and then return time 10 p plus q. So now when I come down here and I indicate that I'm working with a double, so I'll say double. No, let's give it a different name. Double show add, and then let's say 5.897, and then 4.332, and then see out answer is show. No load, no errors. Let me run. So the answer is here. You see. So function overloading can also have two different data types. Yeah, you can indicate two different data types, or can be it can be a combination of two different data types and a different number of data types, all with the same name, and the program will know the difference. This has been today's video on functions. Thank you.